In order for the tracking telescope to track properly, it has to be lined up with true north, the North Star. There are several ways to do this. Two of them involve lining up off of two of the constellations in the night sky. You can use Cassiopeia in January and February, and then again in September, October, and November. You see, Cassiopeia looks like an M, okay? You see these bottom two stars on the M. There's your M. You draw a line across the bottom two stars, and you make a right turn directly down, and there is Polaris, the North Star. Right turn, right angle off of the bottom two stars in Cassiopeia. You'll also notice over here the Big Dipper in Ursa Major. Right now at Sky Mountain, it is probably below the trees, but this is another method of finding Polaris. We'll go up to February. Now we're in mid-February, and you can see that these two stars on the cup of the Big Dipper are up high over Polaris. These two stars are called the pointer stars. Here's the handle down here. Here's the cup. And these two stars, if you draw a straight line across, you'll get to the North Star. This method can be used mostly in February and March, in April and May, and then again in August. Also, it's good to remember that no matter what method you use to find the North Star, this outdoor method or the ones I'm about to show you, when you're out there with children, it's fun to point out to them how they can find the North Star by using the stars in either one of these constellations. If you can't locate the North Star by looking at the sky, you can use a compass. But you must remember that a compass needle points at magnetic north, which from most places on Earth differs from true north. In this diagram, if I draw a line from here in North America, about where we are, up to the geographic North Pole, you can see that the magnetic pole, magnetic north, is off to the right of it a few degrees. This diagram gives you a different perspective on the difference between the geographic North Pole and the magnetic North Pole. At Sky Mountain, magnetic north is about 13 degrees off of true north. So, when you're using the compass, you first need to set the bezel north in line with the arrow. You then turn the compass until the needle is pointing between 10 and 20. Get it as close to 13 as you can. Okay? So now your arrow will be pointing at true north. Something else to be aware of when you're using a compass like this is the effects upon them by nearby metallic and electromagnetic objects. If you watch the needle when I bring the flashlight close, you see it move. This is a cell phone. This is a stapler. This particular compass you'll find in the toolbox beneath the tracking telescope for your use. Also, you can use a cell phone compass application to find true north. But I have to caution you about these things. Sometimes with some of them, these applications, you need to have a cell tower connection in order to adjust the magnetic north for true north. In others, there are settings built into the applications where you can select back and forth between true and magnetic north, so you have to make sure which setting you're in. I recommend using either a compass, a regular compass, or the sky constellation method of finding true north.